Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily pick-a-card reading. I've got 4 piles, 3 cards in each. I like 3 because they tend to tell a story. And I always ask that your intuition guide you in choosing the pile of stones that really speaks to you today. And I'll put the timestamps in the description so that you can more easily find your pile. All right, let's get going. I always find these kind of exciting because I know that your intuition out there is working some magic and your loved ones on the other side are helping. So for those of you who chose these lovely blue stones, blue-white stones, they're agates. We've got the Lover's card, the World, and the 10 of Wands. Well, let's look at the story that you have for today. Well, the Lover's card, for those of you who are looking for a love relationship, it looks good. Those of you who are in a relationship, it may be a nice day where you have some more love. Once in a while, sometimes this Lover's card I feel like is about just that unconditional love that Spirit has for us, that we can tap into, that we can receive. So for some of you, it's about that. But this overburden, the 10 of Wands, so in other words, there is a lot of compassion for you right now. If you're feeling overburdened, you're working hard, there's a lot of things that you're either carrying them in your mind or you really are carrying these goals and these tasks and these, these purposes, right? Sometimes people are actually doing a lot. Sometimes they're thinking a lot, you know. But there is a lot of compassion for you either way. That's what I'm seeing. And there's that sense of being loved. And I think you're encouraged to be pretty gentle on yourself today. Because the World card is all about success. It's saying there's help. There's help for you too. Oh, I'm very excited about this for those of you who are looking to strengthen or establish a new relationship. So today may be a good day to take a first step in that direction. All right. And the World promises some help with this, some help, some support, and some help with success. All right. And for those of you who chose the yellow stones, let's see what we have. We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the 6 of Coins, and we've got the 10 of Swords. All right, none of these are major arcana, so it might feel a little business as usual. However, there is, I'm admiring you today as I'm looking at this, because apparently you may have been going through something difficult with this 10 of Swords. It may be that you've been dealing with painful thoughts. You know, swords a lot of times are thoughts or their speech or their swords flung. Painful thoughts, or you've been dealing with somebody behaving in a disrespectful or otherwise, maybe verbally aggressive, maybe gossipy kind of way toward you. And this Knight of Swords suggests to me that for some of you, you have somebody in your environment who kind of seems to like to argue or fight or be irritable or something like that. Now the 10 is showing me that you're really feeling about done with that. Whether it's your own painful thoughts or something other people are delivering to you, you're really about done with that. You feel a little martyred, perhaps even, like a little like, long suffering. Here's the deal. The 6 of Coins tells me that you are somebody who has a lot of internal resources. You are somebody who generally has care to give, right? The coins are about manifesting. They're actually about helping. They can be about money, but they can just simply be about helping provide, providing something that others need. So in other words, that's what happens once in a while when somebody is really good at doing that and they have a lot of internal resources of their own. Sometimes you end up putting up with some things because it's not going to break you because you're pretty darn strong, but you sometimes end up putting up with some things that are not so healthy for you. So today may be a day where you're just kind of about done with that. You're certainly holding your own. I wouldn't think you're not devastated. You're certainly holding your own. You're even able to give today. But it just might be a day when you're feeling a little bit like, no, I'm not dealing with that today. So that's okay. When we have those completion kinds of days, that a lot of times helps us to make a decision to put our own well-being first. At least put it in the mix, put it up on the rungs of the ladder where it should be, so that we might set a boundary. We might say, no, I'm not doing that. We might say, you know what, this is what I need today, and guess what, I'm feeling kind of depleted by something, and guess what, I'm going to put myself first today. I'm going to put this first. I'm going to, well, you don't, because you're still giving with that 6 of coins. But you know what I'm saying. At least you're further up. You're further up on the priority list, as you should be. So that's a good day. All right, for those of you who chose the beautiful sort of white opalescent kinds of stones, let's see what you have today. You've got the 9 of Swords, you've got the Hanged Man, and the 6 of Cups. Okay. So the Hanged Man is your dominant energy, being a major arcana. And in other words, there is something that is not coming yet, something that you want to have change, something you want to see come in. It's not here yet. And in fact, that's okay, because the Hanged Man comes in when we need time to change our way of looking at it so that we're ready. Sometimes we think, oh gosh, I just can't wait till this thing comes through, or I can't wait till that problem is gone, or I can't wait until this success happens, but we may not actually be ready for it. There may be some expansion that needs to happen in our own expectations. We may need to realize that we deserve it. We may need to realize there is an action we can take, and we'll be strengthened as we do that. Who knows what it is? But the point is, the Hanged Man comes when we're really kind of encouraged to reflect upon that. And if there's something we're worrying about, there's something we're waiting for it to resolve, or we're waiting for it to come through, please know that it is coming with the Hanged Man. You may need to change your perspective on it a little bit. There may be, Spirit may be wanting to accomplish that first. And for some of you, once you do change your perspective, you'll change your mind. Maybe you don't want that thing anymore. Or maybe you want it, but in a different way, it's slightly different. The 6 of Cups is all about nostalgia. It's about looking back. It's about, sometimes it's about meeting somebody we've known from way back, like a phone call, a text, a message, something like that. Sometimes it's like that. But sometimes it's just sort of looking back at the past, and sometimes we romanticize it a little. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're making it seem better than it was. And we may be wanting that now in the present, something we had in the past. So there may be some of that going on too, for some of you. Yeah, but for others, this is just simply an indication that you may be getting a communication from someone you've known for quite a while. So that's, or for those of you with children, a nice contentment with the kids. So, but don't worry. You're encouraged not to worry. You're encouraged to instead reflect, and, you may see things from a whole new perspective that really brings in what you've been waiting for. All right. And for those of you who chose these lovely little green stones, we've got the Ace of Cups, the Magician. Oh, you've got a major arcana, the Magician, and the Nine of Coins. Okay, so in this day, really you may be able to manifest something that, you know what, and with the self-made woman card, the self-made man card, this Nine of Coins, you're maybe manifesting something you tend to manifest, that you've gotten good at manifesting. So I think this is an encouragement to revel in that, to know how far you've come, to realize that other people don't have this skill, maybe. You know, they don't have that experience, perhaps. They don't have that wisdom and insight, perhaps. They're not able to do things that you make look easy if they haven't spent years and years perfecting it. You know, this set of cards, to me, suggests that you take joy in what you are able to do. That's what the message is today, throughout the day. Notice what you do easily. And challenge yourself to think about, does everybody do this that easily? You know? I would think not, right? So I think this is a very loving message. The Ace of Cups is a sort of heavenly offering for a peak emotional experience. I think that you're supposed to be feeling good about all that you've learned, all that you've built, and all you're able to manifest now. And focus on that today and be joyful about it. If you've been picking on yourself lately, that might be why you picked this one. Because it's time for you to really, you know how we do that. We always focus on what we wish we could do better. But the fact of the matter is, these cards are telling me you can manifest a good deal, and you've spent a long time getting good at that. All right. Well, I thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.